picked up this book, which fast became my favorite craft book ever. And who would have known that I actually became good friends with the author? I met Claire when we both moved down from London to the coast and joined the same Stitch and Bitch group. It took me a while to figure out that the lovely Claire from Stitch and Bitch was actually the Claire from the craft books I absolutely adore. Claire's very humble and doesn't like to brag about what she does. But her work is absolutely amazing. She's got a really nice Scandinavian style and lovely illustrations. You can easily recognize her work in her books. And she's, I think, on book 13 at the moment, 14?
I think something like that.
A lot of books. And she does things like embroidery, wall hangings, paperwork. I'm a big fan of her style and her work. And I think you should become a big fan of her work as well. So today, in the first episode of Meet the Maker, I would love to introduce you to Clare Youngs.
Hello.
So I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Yeah.
You started off as a graphic designer, so you always liked design, but what made you change to become a craft book author?
Well, I've been doing graphic design for quite a few years. I trained as a graphic designer. I worked with design groups in London, mainly on packaging and illustration. And then about 6 years ago, I was looking through a book, and it wasn't on craft, it was on vintage design, vintage, retro, vintage style.
Mm-hmm.
And I was flicking through it and I thought, oh, I'd quite like to do a book.
Nice.
And I've been making things since I was little. I've always made things and I love paper craft, and I wanted to do something a little bit different, making things for your house, more an interior based paper craft book. And so I came up with some ideas, I took some photographs, put it all together, sent it off to 8 publishers, and heard back from about 3 of them, I think, and then it's just all started there.
Nice.
And 6 years later, I'm doing exactly what I want to do every day, so I'm feeling very happy.
So if you got an idea, guys, as you notice, just do it. If you got a good idea, write it down, send off to people that might be able to help you, and just do it, because why not? You have there's a saying in Holland, they say, no you have, yes you can get. I don't know, I think it's an English saying, but I live by that, and Claire is a good example. So if you got a good idea, just do it. Maybe they say no, but you haven't lost anything, so why not? So you you've written so many books. Is there like one favorite book you have?
Yeah, I get asked a lot whether I prefer working in fabric or paper.
Yeah.
And it all depends what book I'm working on at the time. But really, I think if I had to really choose, it'd be paper. I think paper is my first love. I love it.
Yeah.
I think the favourite book is book art. I really loved working on it. I loved the fact that you could take just a bit of paper and create something really just beautiful, just with a bit of glue and some scissors and a bit of paper. And it didn't have to be practical or useful. I could just make a beautiful object, and I just loved doing that.
I'll have to do that. So maybe a sequel?
Well, there is talk. There is talk about doing
exclusive
second in the series.
Oh, exciting! As you write so many craft books and projects, and you write for magazines as well, do you ever get craft block, like not knowing what you're going to do?
No, I don't really. I think it's because I think I'm quite versatile, and I can work in paper and fabric and draw as well, and design. So that I think that I don't seem to get craft. I always seem to come up with ideas, because I think that even if you took one thing like a bird or a flower, you can take it in so many different ways by different designs and mediums or whatever. And so I don't seem to haven't run out of ideas yet anyway.
And you do a lot of notebooks, don't you? You draw, you doodle.
I doodle a lot. I've got notebooks going back many years, and I always refer to them. And if I do get craft block, I tend to just doodle or cut out bits of paper. Cutting out bits of paper and making little pictures is what I really love to do. And it just seems to open up creativity.
Inspiration-wise, do you use social media as well? Because I know your Instagram is pretty amazing. If you haven't followed Claire yet, go to Clare Youngs. And I can't believe she actually sets up a little set every day for Instagram and photographs it. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you get inspiration doing that? Or?
I do. I really love Instagram. I think when you're working on your own every day, I work from home, and you're working by yourself, it's lovely to be able to connect with people. So sometimes I usually break off mid-morning and think, I'll do an Instagram post now. Yeah. And it's lovely to be able to connect with other designers and other like-minded people all over the world. It's amazing, it's really good. I really enjoy it.
I know for one of your last books, the wall hanging book, you taught yourself how to do macrame. Is this another technique you still dying to learn, but you haven't mastered yet, or?
Doing wall art was really good because I had to learn how to do macrame, weaving, all sorts of things that I hadn't done before, and I loved that. It took a lot of hard work to learn how to macrame, but I mastered it in the end, and that's a really lovely craft to do. I think pottery, probably.
Oh,
I think pottery, because I used to do it a bit many years ago when I was at school, so a long time ago. But I think I'd like to get back into pottery. I think that would be a nice one to do.
I have to start looking for a kiln somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So if you have a kiln and you would like us to come and do some pottery, then be in touch. So Clare's latest book will be out in March, and it's an amazing colouring in book for adults, and I actually tried out some of her illustrations to see how good they are for colouring, and I can assure you they are pretty amazing. So March, buy Clare's new book. And have a look on Clare's website, clareyoungs.co.uk, to get more information about all her books and other crafts she's up to. Thank you, Clare.
Thank you very much.